Have you ever felt invisible? Like you're just a pair of hands? A tool for someone else's plans? Your own story completely overlooked. In the grand, epic story of the Bible, full of patriarchs and promises, there's a small, powerful story tucked away about a woman who felt exactly like that. Her name was Hagar. Our story begins in the land of Canaan, with a man named Abram and his wife Sarah. God had promised them a family as numerous as the stars, but years had turned into decades, and the promise remained unfulfilled. Sarai's tent was silent, heavy with the weight of an unanswered prayer. And this silence, this desperation, led to a plan that would change everything. This isn't just Abram and Sarai's story. It's the story of Hagar, the woman caught in the middle. Imagine being Hagar, a young Egyptian servant. Your mistress Sarai is stately, but her heart has grown bitter with waiting. One day, she looks at you not as a person, but as a solution. The Lord has prevented me from having children, she says, her voice sharp. Go to my husband. Your child will be my child. Perhaps then, the silence will end. What choice does Hagar have? She is a servant. She obeys. Fear, confusion, and maybe a tiny flicker of importance mix within her. And so, Hagar becomes the vessel for a human solution to a divine promise. Abram, weary and torn, agrees to Sarai's plan. He's walking in shadows, hoping it leads back to the light. Time passes, and Hagar conceives. With new life growing inside her, something else grows too. A new sense of self. For years, she was invisible, a pair of hands. Now, she is the one carrying the air. She is the one succeeding where the great Sarai failed. The whispers in the camp confirm it. She is seen. And perhaps, for the first time, her eyes don't immediately look down. She looks at Sarai, and Sarai sees her own failure reflected back. That small shift changes everything. Sarai's desperation turns to rage. She confronts Abram. This is your fault. I gave her to you, and now she despises me. Abram, wanting no part of the conflict, simply replies, she is your servant. Do as you please. And Sarai does. The Bible says she dealt harshly with Hagar, a word that means to oppress, to afflict. The vessel had become a threat. The woman who was once a solution is now a problem. The tent that was supposed to bring life becomes a prison. So, Hagar runs. Pregnant, alone, and terrified, she flees into the wilderness. She runs from the harsh words, the scornful looks, the promise that has become her chain. She collapses by a spring on the road to her old home, Egypt, ready to give up. Is this where it ends? She thinks. To die free in this wilderness is better than to live despised under her eye. Just then, in that moment of absolute despair, something happens. An angel of the Lord appears. The voice isn't what she expects. It's firm, but not harsh. Hagar, servant of Sarai, where have you come from, and where are you going? She's startled. Someone knows her name. Someone is asking about her journey. I'm running from my mistress, she replies. The angel's response is shocking. Return, submit to her. Return to that, Hagar cries out. It feels like a death sentence. But then the angel gives her something more. A promise. Listen. The Lord has heard your affliction. You will have a son, and you will name him Ishmael, which means God hears. For the Lord has listened to your misery. The words sink in. God hears me. The angel continues, telling her that her son will be the father of a great nation. You are not just a womb, Hagar. You are a mother of nations too. In that moment, everything changes. Hagar looks into the emptiness where the voice came from, and with tears streaming down her face, she gives God a new name. URL, she whispers. The God who sees me. Have I truly seen the one who sees me? In Sarai's eyes, she saw contempt. In Abram's, she saw her utility. But here, at the end of herself, in the middle of a desolate wilderness, she is truly seen. She is known. She is heard. And then Hagar does the unthinkable. She turns around, she walks back. She returns to the tent, to the harsh treatment, to the difficult life. But she is not the same person. She is no longer a prisoner, because now she carries her own promise, not Abram's, but hers. A promise from El-Roi, the God who sees. The scorn still stings, but now Hagar has a wellspring of strength inside her. She gives birth to her son and names him Ishmael. God hears. Every time she says his name, it's a prayer, a powerful reminder. I am not invisible. My suffering is not meaningless. I am seen, I am heard. Hagar's story is a messy detour in the main biblical narrative, born from human impatience. But right in the middle of that mess, God reached out. He found the person with no power, the one who was exploited and thrown away. He met her at her lowest point and gave her an identity, a future, and a promise. Her story teaches us a profound truth. In our own wilderness moments, whether they are of our own making or deserts we've been driven into, we are not alone. There is a God who sees us in our pain and a God who hears our cries. He doesn't always rescue us from the fire, but he meets us it, giving us the strength to walk through it, carrying a future within us. Thank you so much for watching. If Hagar's story resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories of faith, hope, and finding strength in the hardest of times. See you next time.